Okay, center right, by the way, these spots somewhat close together. We have the dark horse of the GSL. I think this is going to be his biggest thing to overcome.
SC for you.
I was trying to think of a more eloquent way to say that.
There's no mountain higher than NesTea.
And instead I said that like I was a 14-year-old boy.
NesTea is like if you put the Great Wall of China on top of Mount Everest.
Whoa.
I am NesTea.
That's what he's like.
That is cute.
Yeah.
That guy's back looks like he's in pain, man. See me at his walking stick? Thank you, LG Intel and G-Skill. Props for supporting esports.
Yeah. You guys are ballers. And it looks like you will be doing another 2 barracks opening. Surprise, surprise.
Okay. What made you laugh?
No, I can't just say it. I'll tell you later.
All right.
I'll formulate it into something people will understand and laugh at too.
This Overlord probably trying to get off the map right now. Saying, I don't know, SC's pressure builds here, pretty scary.
Yeah. They are indeed. You ever hit pressure builds on the ladder, Tasis?
Are you kidding me? You know what my pressure builds are like?
What are they like?
It's like a take that nerd and throw him into outer space. His eyeballs pop out and stuff.
Like,
it's like that scene in, what is that movie called? Event Horizon.
Oh.
That's what goes on with that nerd.
Wow.
You ever seen that movie? That movie's scary, man.
Oh, absolutely. I saw that. Hell is on a spaceship.
No spoilers, Artosis.
Oh, it's so old. Everyone's...
Some nerds already downloading the movie right now. That movie's pretty scary.
Tasis, you know what I do to nerds on custom games?
What do you do?
I play my pro gamer friends. And they say, hey, one thing I have to pause. I have the door's ringing. I'm like, all right, no problem, dude. And as soon as they pause, I like count to 3, so they're not in front of their computer. I unpause, I go kill them. They come back, my stuff's in their base, killing their
You're
stuff.
that guy?
I'm that guy.
You're that guy where I'm
and
like,
they're like,
hold on.
Why would you do that, man?
UPS guy's here, I gotta get this package.
I'm not going to custom with you anymore. Why are you doing stuff like this?
It's not even a game for ladder points. Why are you doing this? We're trying to practice. Wow.
That's how I own
You're
nerds.
dangerous to custom against.
Looks like SC going right into his command center, realizing
Is he going to block this?
NesTea knows everything about it, Tasteless.
He knows.
Speed is about to finish. 4 more Zerglings on the way, and it gets blocked. Time to work on the rocks.
SC is doing basically the same build we saw from the previous game.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can take it from there when the mid game starts to pick up. We're still technically in like what we call early game.
Yep.
He does have the barrels, as you can see above his barracks, from the barrels from Area 51, the arcade game.
These games.
Whenever you shoot the aliens, go, eh.
I actually didn't get to play that very much.
Oh, you didn't?
I was poor.
I remember I got that for PC, and
that must have been disappointing.
that was disappointing. I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
I was like clicking on him. It was bad. Did you ever play that really old PC game? I think it's Star Wars. I think it's, what is it, Rebel Alliance?
TIE Fighter? I played
No,
TIE
older
Fighter.
than that. It's the one that's more arcade style. TIE Fighter's
sure.
good. TIE Fighter's good. I remember
Yeah, I
that.
had a pretty good time with that as a child. We have a lot of speedlings out in the map right now. Switching back to drones now and getting a 3rd base is NesTea. And I'm so interested to see SC does have 4 racks already. So it looks like he will be trying to hit a timing. The Marine placement of SC right now is just so interesting. He's in this little nook and cranny. He loves his nooks and crannies, Staceless.
Yeah. Well, he utilizes the corners of, or the edges, I guess you could say, of, why can I not articulate myself right?
Terminus Re.
No, but I mean like just these cliffs, these ridges. He likes to have his Marines hug him, basically.
Look at
so
this!
he can't be surrounded.
And NesTea has sprung a trap.
Right next to the Artosis spot.
But it is not going to be enough, so he's going to have to run away. Does damage a lot of Marines and send a lot to their graves. Be jettisoned into space later when they pick up the bodies.
Great word, jettison.
Yeah.
Marines continuing to be Produced, I think this is actually a fake. I don't believe he's actually commit with this. He should turn around.
He might. There are a lot of
maybe not.
Zerglings hatching at the moment. NesTea. Oh my, look at this. And he's spread out, man. Nice stutter set, Michael trying to get into that corner, but guess what? NesTea has your number. It's 555 ownage.
Ooh.
Area code 504.
You know that both our toasts and me on our phones, the last 4 numbers are 1337?
So Idra's was too.
Yeah.
That's the way we
That's
roll.
That's our little gang out here in Korea. You guys think I'm joking, but we're not. We're actually completely serious. You guys got to take me seriously. I have more than one dimension. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm not Dante from Devil May Cry, all right? I have more than one dimension. He's actually going to get these rocks.
Jesus isn't from Flatland.
No.
He's not just a point.
I don't know what to say. He's going to tear down these rocks. SC is not paying attention. Maybe he already knows.
He does have a little wall, so finding Marines up, that's going to be hard to break through. Layer on the way, a ton of drones being droned.
All right, Joseph, you keep talking. I got to blow my nose here.
All right, you're going to go ahead and start harassing this a little bit. But, you know, he's got enough Marines. He's got his +1 on the way. About a third done. Combat Shield's just finishing up. Stim, 2/3 done, I'd say. A Baneling Nest is on the way for NesTea. He's going to want to get Baneling Speed ASAP because it looks like he is going for the same build he did against... No, he's not. He's making factories. I thought those were barracks. I just looked at all these barracks being made, but he is going to hit a timing. He's
pushing the Artosis bot. Oh, he got out of it. You're okay, Artosis.
Of course. You actually can't even kill that bot. It's invincible. Just
You
like
can't
me.
kill it?
Just like me and my custom
No, it
games.
has 10 hit points. Oh, I'm sorry, Artosis.
You are actually like a total buzzkill, Tasos.
Oh, wow. Well, this is going to be a variation of what we saw before, though. This time with siege tanks.
Stim is about to finish Tasteless. He's got those 5 Marauders to tank any Banelings to hit these Roaches as well. A bunch of Banes hatching up. As long as he's on creep, should be safe, but his opponent backs up. Just forced a ton of units from NesTea, so that was actually really, really, really well done by SC.
Yeah.
Super well done.
If you guys are confused at home, what he's doing is he's forcing his opponent to make more attacking units instead of drones.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that was so well done. It was burnt.
But I don't like my games well done. I like them medium rare.
Tastes like some bloody, sloppy games.
That's right.
Stuff dying all over the place.
That's right.
Just claps his hand and giggles.
All right, when these reactors finish, the first wave of Marines should trigger another push.
I'm actually feeling a little bit scared from ST. You know, he does have the 3 base. He's getting his Roach speed, he's getting his Baneling speed, but his creep spread is not that far out there.
SC is going to invest right in the mid-game here, right when it starts to become a slugfest.
It's going to be a scary tank timing, man.
Yeah.
He's going to have a ton of units, good upgrades, a lot of siege tanks in there to take care of the Banes and Roaches. So SC's going to have to get really good surface area and move in, but I just wish his creep spread was further out right now. And finally, it looks like he is going to start working on his creep spread again.
More Roaches coming out now, more Zerglings out here. Banelings.
Yeah, he's just actually, it looks like, oh, this is really interesting actually. NesTea will be taking an additional base, but he sees what's going on. He realizes this is going to be like the scariest timing push ever. So he's only making units. He's not making any more drones. He's at 65. He's like, all right, I want to max out as this guy is pushing.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea actually to get Burrow too. Plant some Banelings.
Uh-oh. Baneling speed is not quite done, almost. If it was right there, that would have been pretty deadly. There's no medevacs. Tanks are not in siege mode, but here they go, a late siege. Baneling speed finishes, but he is targeting down beautifully, and NesTea may want to back up here. A lot of Banelings still trying to get through, but
Not
it may
clear.
not be enough.
More Banelings come in here, but SC is gunning them down pretty quickly.
He did kill the siege tanks, which is uber important. There's no medevacs, so all these units are pretty badly hurt. 48 Zerglings on the way, but this timing may be too much, especially with these Overlords sitting here.
Can a Zerg stop this style of SC on this map? The intense push, it doesn't stop. He's not investing into the late game. He wants to end it in a very specific moment.
Banelings are about to hatch. Tastes will those tanks besieged in time? Maybe not. Banelings are coming, but not finding the Marines.
Yes, somehow they were actually doing a ring around the Rosie with the siege tanks. I think NesTea just died.
Well, these Marines, a lot of them are in red and yellow, so don't give out hope quite yet, but the drones are coming out, and that's when you know the Zerg player is in a lot of trouble.
More and more Terran units streaming down on the map.
13 roaches on the way. Ouch.
Yeah, this is just too strong.
You know, he just targeted those Banelings down too much in that one big engagement near his base. NesTea playing a very strong game this time. Going head-to-head with NesTea and taking him down. And NesTea just has nothing left. Absolutely no way. Hatching out just smaller and smaller amounts of units.
That is going to be it, man. GG. Well, I think SC's regained his confidence here.
He does look a little shaken, though. This is a hard match, man.
Well, you know, a lot of that moment came down to the moment where the Roaches, the initial big battle, the Roaches were blocking off the Banelings.
They were, and Baneling speed finished during the battle instead of before. I feel like if he had controlled all those Banelings a little bit better, and they had speed at the exact second the battle started, because that's really important.
Yeah.
Those extra few seconds allowed the siege tanks to kill more Banelings than they should have, and stuff spiraled out of control for NesTea from there.
Yeah, I mean, you summed it up pretty well. There's just not...
The next map.
Build is, what is it?
It's Crossfire.
Ooh,
it's a hard
that's going to be hard for Zerg, yeah.
It's so hard to hold a third on this map against Terran.
Well, you know, the thing about Crossfire is they can push that little location right above your natural expansion.
Siege tank timings are sick good. We saw Lucera try some interesting strategies to get around that.
This is a map with a lot of valleys, so Zerg can't get a good surround generally. Zerg have to basically rely on counterattacking.
Yeah, and the thing is, Terrans are really smart. They make walls. It's going to be a hard battle for NesTea. I can't wait to see what he's come up with, because this is a map where you can't just react to your opponent.
You know what's funny
I think you have to be proactive as Zerg here.
If you notice, when we saw NesTea's face, he looked much more concerned than we normally see when he loses a game.
Well,
and I was like, that's
he wanted
weird.
this 3-1.
Yeah, and then we realized, oh, the map's Crossfire.
Yeah. It's really, this is a series. NesTea probably looked at it, he's like, I can take this 3-1.
Yeah.
The maps are fine up to there, and then Crossfire comes out, and it's like, I did not want to go into this game.
Yeah.
But he's going to give it his all. And if anyone can do it, it's NesTea. Anyone in the whole wide world
I'm wondering now, is NesTea going to do some kind of crazy all-in? Is he going to do some aggressive timing attack?
I think he's going to do counter-based play.
Think so? Standard?
Think July versus Huck. Something like this, where it's like, okay, you can move out and attack me, but I'm going to counter you hard.
We're going to have a 2-minute break. Now would be a good time to go watch the Crossfire board game video on YouTube. We'll be right back.
Rebels gonna play it tough, wreck the deck and needle off, shut it down and turn it off.